Hey y'all, I'm Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to bring you an original tag created by Jashana and me for our April Library Loveathon. This is the Library 411 tag, and she and I worked together to create hopefully some questions that are a little bit different than what you typically see on tags. Tags tend to kind of like run together after a while, but we did our best and we tag absolutely everyone. Seriously, if you want to do this tag, if you're a person that does Tag Tuesday, by all means, absolutely, I tag you. I choose you. Question number 1, information desk, a book that was helpful to you in any way. Shit. Like, this is supposed to be like my thing, and like it's our thing, and I'm woefully ill-prepared. So I don't know if helpful is the right word, but I will say that it was very informative and I learned a lot, is Gumption by Nick Offerman. I listened to the audiobook, which he narrates himself, and it was A++, do recommend. Question number 2, the return bin. What are 2 books that you recently read and immediately wanted to return because you didn't like them, or recent DNFs? 1. And Alex and Eliza by Melissa De La Cruz. I also DNF'd this. I bought that book when I was drunk. One time, well, like one-click ordering from Amazon is so dangerous. Question number 3, hold section, a anticipated release that you cannot wait to get your hands on. I feel like all of the ones that I'm waiting desperately for are forever far away. It makes me really sad. Definitely the sequel to The Cruel Prince and the final book in the Three Dark Crowns trilogy. They're still like a year and some away, but I can't freaking wait. Question number 4, community classes and study rooms, a book that you loved that you had to read for a school assignment. Probably, this is, you can't really see, it's not in focus. Shakespeare. I read a lot of Shakespeare for school and I'm a fan. I like. Question number 5, computers, a modern classic that you love or a sci-fi that you love. It's not a fun or exciting answer. People talk about it kind of a lot here on BookTube, but I'm gonna go with Illuminae by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. Question number 6. Question number 6, DVD rentals. Your most anticipated or favorite in recent history, book to movie or book to television show adaptation. I feel like there's a lot that I could go with here, but in particular this one. But I'm not gonna say that. Also, an alternate question for this is a book that felt cinematic to you or a book that you wish would be turned into a movie. Do you really need to ask what book I wish would be a TV series or movie? It's this one. It's this one. It's this one. Question number 7, library, bookstore, or sale. A random book you picked up without knowing anything about and really enjoyed, or show off your favorite bookish merch. Woefully ill-prepared. I'm a little old school with this. I'm gonna go with The Swan Thieves by Elizabeth Kostova. I also really enjoyed The Historian by her. I picked up both, well, I picked up The Historian first and I knew absolutely nothing about it and loved it. And so then when I saw that she had another book, I definitely like picked that up without knowing anything about it either. And I really liked both of these books. If you haven't read them, I would probably say they're not for everyone, but I really enjoyed them. Question number 8, teen/youth room. Your favorite YA book or a favorite book that you read as a kid. Also, a book that you can't wait to share with your future kids or nieces and nephews if you're not a person that wants kids, which is totally an acceptable lifestyle to have. This one again. And obviously, this one. Question number 9, museum tickets, a book that left you feeling a bit more cultured after you read it. I don't know if it really counts or fits this question, but a thing, like a book that I read that when I finished it felt very like, whoa, I know nothing about the world, is Killers of the Flower Moon, about the Osage murders and the beginning of the CIA or something like that. I don't remember the full title, but it's Killers of the Flower Moon. It's a nonfiction book. I highly recommend that as well. It's just so good. Question number 10, Overdrive / Hoopla, a favorite audiobook. Oh, this is super easy. I'm gonna go with the Diviner's trilogy. So good. Like, those are such good audiobooks, and I don't read a lot of horror books. It's a thing that I'm considering dipping my toes into later this year, but these, and I wouldn't call these horror books by any means, but like, I also don't get freaked out easily. So, but with these audiobooks, I was in my car in the middle of the day. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm in the car by myself listening to this audiobook and was like, ugh. It gave me the heebie-jeebies and I had to turn it off. Like, it was just, I don't know, something about those audiobooks like brings a whole different layer of creep factor to those books that are already pretty creepy on their own. My God, layer of dreams, you guys. Holy shit. You want to talk about anticipated releases? When is my next Diviner's book coming? Question number 11, request a purchase. A lesser known book that you wish more people knew about. Yeah, I mean, I tend to read books that are pretty popular. I get most of my recommendations here on BookTube, so there's not a lot of options for me for this question. But one book that I don't see a lot of people talk about is Vengeance Road by Erin Bowman. I really, really loved this book. It's a YA Western, which was not even a thing that I knew existed, but like, holy shit. Erin Bowman does such a great job of being like, hey, here's a badass lady, and also there's a little bit of romance, but the badass lady is not dependent on this guy at all. Like, she can take care of herself, and fuck all y'all. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not, like, she doesn't tiptoe through things, she doesn't sugarcoat shit just because it's a female lead. Like, there is blood and guts and shootouts, and it's just, I love it so much. I forgot how much I loved that book until I started talking about it. Now I'm like, yeah, Vengeance Road, getting all pumped. Question number 12, Librarians, a character who likes to help people. I'm probably gonna go with August from This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet. He is just like a sweet little angel baby, and he has a tendency to kind of like compromise his own feelings and beliefs to a certain extent in order to help other people and try to, you know, like make everyone happy, I guess, which I can relate to super hard. And finally, question number 13, Sanctuary. A book that is your safety net. It's like home to you. It's the book that you reach for when you're going through a hard time or when you're trying to get yourself out of a reading slump. It's just like, it is your go-to comfort book. I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anyone, and I fully anticipate seeing this book pop up in a lot of people's Library 411 tags when they do them, but that's obviously going to be Harry Potter for me. I love this series. I will always go back to it time and time again. Every single time I reread it, I find something that I didn't see the first 50,000 times I read it, and I don't know, it feels like home, you know? Like, Hogwarts will always be there to welcome me back. That's gonna do it for the Library 411 tag. Thank y'all so much for hanging out and listening to me ramble and talk about books. If you decide to do the Library 411 tag, please make sure that you @ me on Twitter or comment on this video and let me know that you've done it so that I can go and watch it. I'm really excited to see them. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tag everyone that I want to tag down below, but seriously, like, if you want to do the tag, just do the tag. You don't need to be tagged. I tag you. Consider yourself tagged. Bye y'all.